Are you accidentally destroying your chances of wealth abroad? In this video, we break down the number one mistake that keeps immigrants trapped in permanent survival mode instead of achieving true financial freedom. Let's have an honest conversation today. Moving to a new country is one of the biggest decisions a person can make. You leave your family. You leave your friends. You leave your comfort zone. You leave behind the social status and reputation you spent years building. And you arrive in a new country carrying a dream of success, a dream of financial freedom, a dream of creating a better future for yourself and your family. But here's the truth. Most immigrants do not fail because they lack intelligence. They do not fail because they are lazy. They do not fail because opportunities do not exist. They fail because they get trapped in survival mode, and they stay there for years. Mistake number one, getting comfortable with dependency. When you first arrive in a new country, there is nothing wrong with accepting help. Sometimes you need support. Sometimes government programs can help. Sometimes family members can help. Sometimes community organizations can help. There is no shame in that. The problem begins when temporary help becomes a permanent lifestyle. Too many people become comfortable depending on assistance when they have the ability to stand on their own feet. Some people are financially capable of buying new things but spend years chasing second-hand handouts. Some people have the skills, health, and opportunity to move forward, but they continue waiting for someone else to solve their problems. Let me say something directly. We did not leave Africa to become professional receivers. We did not cross oceans to live on sympathy. We did not sacrifice everything just to spend our lives waiting for crumbs. We came looking for opportunities. We came to build. We came to grow. Help should be a ladder, not a lifestyle. Use support when you need it, but make a plan to become independent as quickly as possible. Because the moment you become comfortable depending on others, you start losing control of your future. And financial freedom begins with personal responsibility. Mistake number two, the survival job trap. Some immigrants refuse to start small. They say, back home, I was a manager. Back home, I was a director. Back home, I was somebody important. Because of pride, they reject opportunities that could help them gain local experience. Years pass, and they remain stuck. On the other hand, some immigrants accept an entry-level job, which is good, but then stay there for 10 or 15 years without a growth plan. They stop learning. They stop upgrading their skills. They stop improving their language. They stop applying for better opportunities. They become comfortable surviving. Remember this. There is nothing wrong with taking a survival job. The mistake is turning a temporary stepping stone into a permanent destination. Mistake number three, accepting disrespect. Many immigrants underestimate their own value. They believe that because they are foreigners, they must accept anything. Low pay, poor treatment, lack of respect. That mindset is dangerous. Your passport may have changed. Your human value has not. You deserve respect. You deserve fairness. You deserve opportunities. Invest in yourself. Learn the local language. Understand your rights. Develop strong skills. Build confidence. Stand tall. Never confuse humility with accepting disrespect. Mistake number four, living inside a comfort bubble. Many immigrants only socialize with people from their own country. They speak the same language every day. They stay in the same circles. They never expand their network. Emotionally, it feels comfortable. Financially, it can become a prison. Opportunities often come through new relationships. Business opportunities come through new relationships. Career opportunities come through new relationships. Mentorship comes through new relationships. If your network never grows, your opportunities rarely grow either. Build connections with people from different backgrounds. Learn from successful people. Create relationships beyond your comfort zone. Mistake number five, living in the past. Some immigrants spend years mentally living in the country they left behind. Every conversation begins with, back home things were better. The food was better. The people were friendlier. The opportunities were different. There is nothing wrong with loving your homeland. You should never forget where you came from. But if your mind lives in the past, your future cannot grow. You must accept your current reality. You must take advantage of the opportunities around you today. You must build where you stand, because a tree cannot bear fruit if its roots are never planted. Being an immigrant is not a weakness. It is a strength. It is proof of courage. It is proof that you are willing to leave comfort behind in search of something greater. But success requires more than hard work. It requires vision. It requires discipline. It requires ownership. Stop living in survival mode. Start building wealth. Start building assets. Start building businesses. Start building investments. Start building a legacy. Because the goal is not simply to survive abroad. The goal is to create a future that will outlive you. And always remember, build your future where your heart is. This is Dears Pro Connect. If this message inspired you, subscribe, share it with another immigrant, and join our growing community of builders, dreamers, and future investors.